through a shower of pyrotechnics. It was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made by
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st down, Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Broncos nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Broncos nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Brady now on 1st down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4
yards on the pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, but
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete.
2nd down.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and now it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now lock again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Deshaun Hamilton, incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
1st and 10.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, 32 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Throwing again. Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A 6-yard.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Broncos.
It's up. It's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10.
Buccaneers 23. Broncos 10. Brandon
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Returning it, here's Spencer. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Bucs 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Block now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton there to make the grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Now McManus for the extra point.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
23, Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards left on second down. Now a play fake. Brady to Evans on the slant. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 71 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Broncos 17.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Block. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, 55 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Ronald Jones.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was a 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, that's the